Hey guys, happy Thursday. So this is Thankful Thursday. I got my little Cosby sweater on. My friends Joan on me. I'm from DC, so they say Joan. That I wear my sweaters. But look, I love my sweaters, guys. Listen, I'm going to be me regardless. So listen, today though, I wanted to talk to you guys about your brain, about our brains. And in light of Thankful Thursdays, I was thinking this morning, I tell my clients all the time, no pun intended, but our brain is really smart. So, our brain does exactly what we train it to do. And sometimes it's unconsciously being trained all the time. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But today what I wanted to talk about is our visceral responses. Okay, so you know how like if you are in the car, you're driving, and then you put your foot on the brake because you were almost in an accident, but then you're not in an accident, you're like, right? Like, I'm not in an accident. Sometimes you have two types of people, right? A couple different types of people. But today I want to talk about the type of person who this type of thing, and this is just an example to explain other things, but this type of experience can cause you to have anxiety for the rest of the day. It's like, all right, for me, like that can happen. I'm like, woo, and I'm listening to my music and I'm able to get myself back together. But, for some people, it takes long hours, even days, to get rid of that feeling of that anxiety. So that's what I wanted to talk about, because some people feel like their brain is betraying them in these times. Now, I always tell people, look, our brain is a muscle, so it does what we train it to do. It's not that your brain is betraying you, but it's more like obeying you. So here's the thing. If you are training your brain to choose coping or, some type of reprieve or some type of calm in these types of situations, then it will bring that up as an option. If it's not bringing that up as an option in the moment, it's because you haven't trained it to do so. So what do I mean by that? Well, if that was the circumstance, right, and you have anxiety for like 2 days, then you might want to try different things. Like maybe put on some music and see if that helps to calm you down. Take a sip of water, pull over, take a walk, whatever you need to do, talk to somebody, whatever you need to do to calm your brain down in the moment so that it's not stretching out over this longer period of time. Now, one reason why it might be doing that is because it might be your default in stressors when your brain is in survival mode. And sometimes that happens when you've had too much trauma. So what you want to do is train your brain to do something else that might be your negative, normal default, right? And it's like, oh, I'm used to this. This is like my baseline. This is what I'm used to. And you got to tell your brain, okay, look, you might be used to that, but that is not what I want here. We're not finna do this, brain. This is not what we want. We don't want to be scared. We don't want to be stressed. We don't want to have anxiety for a full-on day or 2 days over this. And again, that car example was an example of many different things. People sometimes will see it lasting out or having a lasting visceral response in anger. They would justify the anger. Some people, you'll see people be angry for a couple of days and then they're able to get over it. But all of these examples are visceral responses that you could train your brain to be able to calm down and have your brain to be like, okay, what are we going to do about this? Instead of this is what we're doing because this is what we did last time. Okay, so try different things to train your brain in these instances so that it is not your new normal. And let your brain know that you don't want it to be your new normal. All right? Christian Therapy. Love you guys. Be blessed.